Okay, welcome to our first episode of Showdown of the month of April 2002. So, what's going on tonight? Well, James Storm is going to make his debut in a clean victory over Stevie Ray, who really at this point is just a jobber. Scott Steiner, give him something to do. He's going to call out Jeff Jarrett for a challenge tonight. He's going to go on about there being unfinished business from their feud last year, and Scott Steiner is going to beat him in the main event. Tammy is going to be the new Women's World Champion after beating Stacey, Missy Hyatt, and Major Guns in a four-way. Sting is going to lay into the wall just before his TV title victory, which is a four-way. Mark Jindrak going in for champion. We need the belt off him so he can team up with his buddy Sean O'Haire and take on the challenge for the tag titles against Impact players. For Wall now brings the TV title into his feud with Sting, and the other guys involved, Vampiro and Johnny for Bull. Young Dragons are going to win a triangle match. Chavo and Billy are going to team up together, and also the West Hollywood Blondes. Road Warrior Hawk is going to beat Chris Kanyon after Shane Douglas comes in and helps him. That will start off Shane Douglas and Chris Kanyon feuding. The reason these two guys are together is because Chris Kanyon turned face last episode by saving New Jack over from getting beaten up from Hawk. Interview here with Mike Awesome and his manager Stacy Keibler, and they paired up very nicely before he had to go to rehab, and he's going to cut a promo on Sid Vicious after stealing his hardcore title. And we're just going to say that Sid Vicious gets the title back in a backstage segment, because for some reason, whenever you do one of those angles where the title's stolen, it never registers. So Sid Vicious is actually still champion. Lance Storm requested a match with AJ Styles, all the other way around. Well, AJ Styles is going to beat him. There's going to be interference yet again, and it's going to be Sean O'Haire, who in his team is feuding with Lance Storm and his team. And then we've got an interview with Kurt Hennig, who is saying to Lash LaRoe that next time they face, it won't be a draw, and he will prevail. So let's kick things off, and neither guys are over. I thought it might help James Storm to get over a bit, but it's not really done anything. Power Slam, is that his main move for Power Slam? Okay. Jeff Jarrett lost overness, and so did Scott Steiner. Disappointing, really. That's a terrible women's match, and I guess that's what happens when Tori Wilson or Medeja don't take part. 19% match quality, even worse than a Hulk Hogan match. Sting interview went well with the Wall. TV title, surprisingly a good match, that, and for Wall is now for TV champ. For Wall, not long ago was feuding with Mark Jindrak, which Jindrak won, but in this four-way he loses the belt back to Wall. A good three-way match for the tag titles, cruiser tag titles. Dragon suplex 1, 2, 3. Chris Kanyon Hawk, surprisingly a good match. Oh dear. Kanyon debuted his new gimmick and it got a negative response, and he's just feuding with Shane Douglas for the US title now. That's not good news. He was an old school heel, and I've just turned him into an old school face because it would match his face turn, but for some reason it's not gone down too well. Stacey Keibler, Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome on his own isn't very good on the mic, so Stacey Keibler obviously adds something to that. AJ Styles, Lance Storm, they fought before and put on good matches, so this is no surprise. Kurt Hennig is backstage, and at Spring Stampede, when they finally come face to face, of course with two others as well, I think it'll be pretty epic. And for a main event between Scott Steiner and Jeff Jarrett, that went well, and it possibly went better than any of the matches when they actually did feud. And overall, 74% Good show all round, and we've got a 0.48 rating for it. I think it's prime time that we have it. Let me just double check, because we have got good ratings. Yeah, it is prime time. It's with America One. There we go. We've got quite a few emails. Shannon Moore wants to work with Yang. Jamie Noble wants to work with Lance Storm. Jarrett and Steiner didn't click. That's pretty much there. Yeah, I've changed Raf's gimmick back to his old one, and he's losing overness from this new one. So let's just go for it and hope for fans get over it. Really, Monday, 8th of April. That's my birthday. 8th of April. I would have been 11 on that birthday. Raw has been renewed. Heat. Do we have a look at the meetings here? Lance Storm is at 6%. Sting's at 11%. Sid Vicious, I have changed his gimmick. Raf, I've changed his gimmick as well. Assistant. Oh yes, we're signing Rikishi in 3 months' time. I forgot to mention. So he'll be a good addition in the upper mid card. And any feuds that we need to look at, really? Kurt Hennig, yeah, they've all just started. So, oh, we have got an empty feud slot there. What was there before? I don't remember anyway. But there we go. It might be worth, because it doesn't. All feuds don't have to end. They don't have to play out on a pay-per-view. I could have a very low-key feud I could play out on TV shows. That's a good idea, actually. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe with Mark Henry and someone. Mark Henry and Raf. Even though they have terrible matches. So, I think that's it. And it's actually only 6 days to Spring Stampede, and that has come around so quickly. 4 days now. Crazy. And yeah, not much else to report on, but we've not really had much time to hype these feuds up, but we'll give it a good go in the next couple of shows. And obviously for Showdown before for pay-per-view, we're going to showcase a lot of the undercard talent who don't usually get much of a chance. So stay tuned and see you next time.